Alright, welcome back to the Advanced Pokemon Enterprise. I am Demon Battler, and I am the host of the Miami Overheat team. And currently we are at a good start. We are at a 2-0 record going into Week 3 with a positive differential of 5, which is actually pretty solid. We're currently, I believe, ranked number 3 or 4 for our division, which is pretty good. If nothing else, it gives us a little bit of cushion to work with. So, this week, we're facing off against Nexus and the Worcester Woops. And looking at his team, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, this team's actually a bit terrifying in general. Like, you see a lot of big threats here that most people would look at in singles and just go, uh-oh. Looking at here, we have Gliscor, we have Tapu Lele, we have Landorus Therian, we have Mega Swampert, which is actually kind of terrifying when you look at Pelipper right next to him. All in all, this team actually has quite a number of big hits, and we're going to have to be very mindful of them. So, these are the 6 that we're kind of expecting to bring in. I kind of don't expect the Gliscor to come in, only because of the fact that we do have a fair amount of stuff that can kind of wall it out a little bit, but we're still going to make sure to have things ready just in case. Speaking of, we're going to talk about our team here, which is right here. So, Truffles the Chinchino is back again. This time she's rocking a Sweet Choice Scarf, and the reason is because with the Choice Scarf, she is able to outspeed pretty much anything on Nexus's team, and with Triple Axle, if it hits, it actually will be able to one-shot Landorus, which is kind of nice. We also have Thunder there, specifically for in case Pelipper comes in. If so, Thunder will be able to guarantee a hit in the rain, and either knock out the Pelipper outright, or at the very least deal a significant amount of damage to it. We also have Knock Off as a typical attack, because anytime we can knock off an opponent's item, that's a good help for us. And finally, we have Bullet Seed, because with our skill link nature, Bullet Seed will hit 5 times, and if we're up against Mega Swampert, Bullet Seed will actually one-shot, so we're good there. Charlotte, our Galvantula, is here to start things off as well. She has the Focus Sash. Basically, her job is going to start off trying to set up Sticky Web whenever she can, but she has Thunder here because not only would Pelipper's Rain set that up nicely, but on top of that, Compound Eyes means Thunder has a 91 accuracy, which is actually pretty solid to work with, so the trade-off on accuracy is definitely worth it for the power increase over Thunderbolt. Unfortunately, we do not have Volt Switch on hand, which is a bit tricky, but it's not too bad. Energy Ball and Bug Buzz work for really good coverage in general. Gracie is back again. This time she's going to be focusing entirely on offense, while at the same time carrying Aromatherapy just in case any of our team gets burned or poisoned. Leaf Storm is going to be her big attack, and thanks to the White Herb, she's actually going to be able to get 1 free Leaf Storm off before her stats really get affected. Then we have our Torragus, the Agislash, who's back again after rocking pretty well with Week 2. This time he's running a little bit more of an offensive set, and at the same time he's also carrying the red card, because if anyone decides to be naughty and hit him, then he's going to tell them to go to hell and go back home. So that could be a nice little surprise for something, and that can also work really well to help us get a Swords Dance going. Then we also have Juan the Kingdra, who's here rocking our handy Assault Vest, and also running Swift Swim in case that the rain system is going to be what Nexus goes for. So Juan's actually going to be able to get a nice speed boost, and also having access to Scald, Dragon Pulse, Ice Beam, and Icy Wind in case we really need some speed changing. And then finally, Hita's here for the 3rd week in a row. She really wants to prove herself, so she's going to carry a Choice Scarf, and we're going to see what she could come up with here. She's got Flamethrower, Grass Knot, Psychic, and Shadow Ball, basically here for as much coverage as possible. So let's find out how she does. So ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get into the battle. Okay, so we're into the battle, and I have to say, we actually got quite a couple of them wrong, it looks like. Specifically, it looks like Delmise and Cobalion were the ones that we were not expecting, so this is going to be interesting. No Rain Team, which is interesting as well, although it is possible that Dewpider might carry Rain Dance on it, so we'll have to keep that in mind. So we're gonna have to think about this, because Lando I'm expecting to be the opening, and as much as Truffles would be fun to get the immediate kill off, a -1 I don't believe is going to be enough to kill. Actually, let's find out for sure. Let's assume offensive. Oh, wait. Okay, so assuming it's not defensive, Triple Axle actually has a high chance of killing anyway. Okay, you know what? We're going to go with that, actually, because that's actually a pretty good start. So, yeah, we're going to start with Truffles, get the tricks going right away. And right off the bat, Lando is the opener. I am not surprised by that one. So the question now becomes, is it going to be... Well, we know we're faster even if he's scarfed. We know that. So the question is, do we want to triple axle immediately, get the high chance of killing, or do we want to go for a knockoff? The problem is Earthquake has a good chance of killing too. And Truffle is kind of useful. Well, actually, is Truffle actually going to be useful? Thunder's not really useful anymore, given the fact that Rain is not a viable option. And honestly, aside from knockoff, Truffle isn't really useful outside of Landorus. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and start with the triple axle, see what happens. So we get the first hit, the second hit, the third hit, and it's an instant knockout! Holy shit, that's a good start. And Cobalion comes out right away, so good news, we got that handled. Bad news, we definitely need to switch out now, because Cobalion is not going to be able to handle this, and unfortunately that means that he's probably going to send a Volt Switch after us, so we need to figure out what we want to bring up, because something's going to come in and cause trouble. Okay, so we have to figure that one out real fast. Let's see, because... Well, okay, so we're assuming Volt Switch, which means that Gracie is probably our best option in that regard. Although Cobalion could potentially go for a close combat, which if that's the case, Artorigus would actually be the better option. The problem, too, is if Artorigus comes out and takes the red card, like, gets the hit with the Volt Switch, red card doesn't really do anything because Cobalion's going back anyway. So, let's see. Looking at the team, I don't think Gracie's going to be all that useful, aside from maybe getting an Earth Power off on Magnezone. So let's go ahead and switch into Shaman and see what happens. Oh, Stealth Rock. Okay. Okay, that is a slight hassle for us, especially because Charlotte no longer has her Focus Sash. But that's actually not that bad. Honestly, I think what we do is just go straight for an Earth Power, because he might switch into Delmise, which is possible. But that's really the only thing I can imagine that he would be concerning with. And even then, Delmise will take it pretty well, but we could still switch into something else for that. So, yeah, let's go for the Earth Power. Okay, there's the Delmise. Earth Power comes in. Wow, does not take anything. And no lefties, so that's good to know as well. Now, we know it has Steelworker, and it's Grass and Ghost. So, we're definitely not looking at a Grass-type attack here. We're definitely not looking at a... We're probably not looking at a Steel-type move right now. So we're probably going to see a Ghost attack, which means probably best to not go for Artorigus. I'm kind of thinking, honestly, maybe we go back in the Truffles. Well, okay, wait. The thing is, we definitely need something to handle Tapu Lele, and Hita and Truffles together can probably handle that. But so we have to be mindful there. The question is, what do we want to do now then? Because Delmise is coming in for an attack. Then again, Dhelmise is kind of slow. So unless it's going to go Shadow Sneak plus a ghost, another move, Charlotte might actually be able to live. And if that happens, we could probably get Sticky Web up. Actually, yeah, we could get Sticky Web up and it'll affect all of them, which actually kind of helps. So we're going to switch into Charlotte. We're going to take a shot here. Poltergeist. That's a problem. I forgot Poltergeist is a thing, and that's a huge move at that. Okay, the question... So we still have not seen any item effect. So we don't know what this is. It might be a choice item. I can't imagine it's going to be a scarf. So, okay, we're going to switch into Truffles. And we're going to need to figure this one out. So, let's see. Let's say Defensive Spinner. Triple Axle does a lot. Knockoff doesn't do a lot, though. It might have a Colbur Berry. Assuming it has a Colbur Berry, Knockoff won't do a lot. But if it doesn't have a Colbur Berry, Knockoff still doesn't do a... Oh, wait, no. That's if there's no item. We'll just toss a random item on there. Okay, Knockoff does about 40%. Okay. So, what did Galvantula's damage look like? Oh, yeah. Poltergeist definitely was going to kill after rocks. Okay. So, we're going to have to go with... Let's see, the question is, do we just go straight for the knockoff and hope? Or do we go for the triple axle? I mean, triple axle can do a lot more than knockoff can, but Power Whip has a chance of killing, which is an issue. So he might switch. Okay, so we're gonna... Okay, so Poltergeist, let's see. 196. Okay, so he's probably faster than Aegislash, which is a problem. I didn't think about that. Like, if I had thought about Poltergeist as a possibility, I wouldn't have had a Pokemon. I would have had a Pokemon without an item. Okay, we're gonna go for... We're gonna go for the knockoff. If he switches Dhelmise, then so be it. That gives us an item. Oh, wait. He has Cobalion, though. That might be an issue. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. Knockoff is like the only thing this thing actually has useful aside from Triple Axle. So... And we don't have anything else with knockoff either, which is actually a huge problem for us. So... You know what? Let's actually switch into Hida. I don't think he's going to expect that. That'll let us get a chance to get a strong attack off somewhere. And then, if he really goes for Poltergeist on a normal type expectation, then so be it. Then that's just outplaying. Switching into Cobalion. Okay, good. So, we're definitely faster than this thing. Well, assuming it's not Scarfed. But... Oh man, Heat is really going to be a pain in my ass here. But I guess the only choice we have would be to Flamethrower? That's really our best option here. So we're going to Flamethrower, switching into an Araquanid. Okay. And that does nothing, which is also a problem. That's actually a huge problem for us, because... Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think we really have anything to deal with this thing. Charlotte was the only thing that really had a strong attack to deal with Araquanid. We're kind of screwed now, aren't we? 299, 201. Okay. I think we're going to have to switch into Gracie and hope that he doesn't predict that. If he goes for a water type, or a bug move. Well, if he goes for a bug move, we're screwed. If he goes for a water type, we're kind of okay. Oh, this is a problem. Yeah, we're gonna go for Gracie. Gracie doesn't really do a whole lot to us for us anyway. So let's hope. Sticky Web. Okay, that's actually a huge fucking problem now. Okay, so the question now becomes, what do we do with this? Earth Power is not going to do a lot, I don't think. Actually, Earth Power is resisted. So we're probably going to have to go for a Leaf Storm. Let's go for that. We could get a free Leaf Storm off, essentially, and hope for the best. And we're still faster, which is big. There's the Delmise. God damn it. Okay. Okay, now we're back to this shit again, which is also a problem. The question is, so, okay, Delmise, the fact that he switched makes me think that Delmise earlier makes me think that Delmise might actually be banded. Let's see. If he goes into Gracie, I mean, okay, so if he goes Poltergeist, I think Gracie doesn't live this. 45 to 53. $45 to 53 versus, well, wait, assuming it's let's assume that it's a choice band. 68 to 80. 68 to 80. Okay, so it's still not enough to kill after rocks. So the question, I guess, boils down to, do we want to go for a Leaf Storm again? Because Leaf Storm did about a quarter. Or do we want to go for the Earth... Well, we can't go for the Earth Power. We really can't. But we need that for Magnezone. But he's gonna go Poltergeist, I feel it. Ah, this is such a problem. Our team is weak to Ghost. This is a big one. Okay, okay, executive decision. We're going to go back into Truffles. Truffles can deal damage with Triple Axle, which will be close enough to kill. And I'm expecting Poltergeist here, so we're going to go for that. Let's see. Anchor Shot. What the hell is Anchor Shot? Oh, that's that steel move it's got. Oh, shit. Right, that's a problem. Okay, I think we're actually kind of boned at this point. Shit. Okay. Well, let me think. Let me think about this. Aegislash Shadow Sneak does not kill. Not even close. Poltergeist... Wait. Poltergeist does a lot. It actually has a 1 in 8 chance of killing after... It has a 1 in 8 chance of killing after a Sword Stance. Or after a Stealth Rock. Assuming it's banded. But it only does 54 to 65 if it's not banded. Well, actually, if it's banded, then it can't do that anyway. It has to do Anchor Shot. So, okay, let's go for our Torgus. And we can actually potentially go for a... We can actually go for a Sword Stance here, if we want to. The only issue... Well, okay, wait. The only real issue with that is if we do that... Tapu Lele could come in, and then Shadow Sneak is useless. I guess the question is, will he expect that? Will he go into Tapu Lele anticipating me to go for a Shadow Sneak now? That's a possibility. Hold on, so if we do that, what's the odds of Ironhead? Ironhead does not do shit. Well, actually, wait. Yeah, it still doesn't do shit. It only does about a third. But assuming it's Lele, Ironhead kills. Okay. Do we take that chance? I want to go for a sword stance. I really want to. The problem is, if I go for sword stance, then he definitely will switch into Lele and we're fucked. Because Lele will outspeed, murder us with a Shadow Ball. And then... Well, actually, will it? Shadow Ball actually doesn't kill. Wait a minute. Now that's assuming... Well, wait. But Ironhead... Oh no, wait. Yeah, we can actually... Well, okay, wait. If that happens, though, Ironhead's gonna... It's gonna get switched out, so that actually is gonna be bad. Shit, that red card actually might be a bad idea now. Okay, we're gonna go for Ironhead. We're gonna take the chance. It's not... Shit, there's the Kabalion. That's not good. And it has Rocky Helmet. Son of a bitch. Okay, that's actually bad. This is actually horrible for us because Artorigas cannot come back in on Stealth Rocks. What the fuck is it that it's not Bandit? I swear to God, if it's Culver Berry, I'm gonna be pissed. Well, that was gonna be our big hit for Lele, but okay. If that would have switched into almost anything else, that would have been good, but alright, we're gonna go for Shadow Sneak, deal what we can. Artorigas gets a crit from the grave, essentially. And then we go into... I guess we really don't have much of a choice. Like, let's see. It's gonna have Stealth Rock. It has Ironhead. I guess we go into Kingdra and what do? Do we Icy Wind? I think that's our best bet, maybe. Well, the problem is if Lele comes in, we're kind of stuck. If Magnezone comes in, we are definitely stuck. Because barring like some kind of crazy damage with Scald, man, I think Nexus actually has us. I really think Nexus has us down and pinned. But if Kabalion stays, Icy Wind is not really going to do anything. Kabalion doesn't really give a shit about speed drops anyway. I guess we just go for Icy Wind and hope here. Okay, there's the Lele. So we get a speed drop. 17, 186. I don't think that's actually going to be fast enough to matter, though, which is the bad thing. I'm expecting a Moonblast, unfortunately, and really there's nothing I can do about that, so... Yeah, we're just gonna have to go for a Scald, go for max damage, and pray. Okay, Psychic actually didn't kill. Scald does a lot. Not enough to kill again, and there's no way in hell Lele's gonna allow us to, but we'll just... One has to drop. Okay, so I guess the question now becomes... What do we do here? Do we go for Hida? Yeah, I guess we go for Hida. We do outspeed. I know we outspeed. The question is, do I go for Shadow Ball, or do I just... Flamethrower is a bad idea. I can already tell. Flamethrower is a really bad idea, simply because of the fact that he could switch into a Araquanid right there. But Shadow Ball doesn't really do enough to Araquanid, I don't think. Let me see something. Let's assume standard use here. Grass Knot does nothing. Shadow Ball does nothing. Psychic does a decent bit. Oh, wait. Psychic in Psychic Terrain. Oh no, Psychic in Psychic Terrain doesn't actually do enough to really matter. But I guess the question is, do we care? I mean, we're honestly screwed either way. We have no chance in hell of coming back from this. So Araquanid's like the only thing really sitting for us. That being, I mean, Flamethrower does a lot to Magnezone, it does a lot to Cobalion, it does a lot to Dhelmise. So, like, the only one to worry about would be that, and I guess if we switch into Gracie, then it's whatever at that point. Alright, fuck it, we're gonna go for it. We're gonna Flamethrower. If he switches into... Well, wait. Though, I guess if we Psychic, it'll be fast enough, right? Yeah, Psychic would be enough to kill. Because, well, not quite. I'm overthinking things. We're screwed anyway. Let's Flamethrower. Go for as much as we can here. Yep, that's nothing. So we switch into Gracie, basically take the fully expected lunge and drop, right? Liquidation. Okay, I'm surprised he actually went with that. Really, all we have left is... I guess the question is, does he... Well, he's going to switch into Dhelmise either way, so let's just Leaf Storm. We're screwed no matter what happens here. And then we Leaf Storm again. Well, wait. Yeah, because he's just going to Poltergeist and kill us regardless. He's going to Rapid Spin. Why would he... Oh, Speed Up. That's... Yeah, that's actually a huge problem for us. Do I expect that to actually be enough to matter? Because it doubles up to 196. Or 196, assuming max speed goes up to a little under 400. Screw it. We're doomed regardless. It doesn't matter. Holy shit, Rapid Spin was enough to actually kill us? Damn, I didn't think it would be enough to actually kill. Alright, well, Gracie comes in. And Gracie is definitely not getting out, getting outsped, so that's GG. Alright, well, that sucks. That really sucks for us, actually. Because not only does that put us down, but that also basically eliminates our differential buffer entirely. Alright, so we'll, I guess, discuss the ending at that in a moment. Well, that did not go as I had hoped. So we lost 5-0. That's a bit disappointing. But you know what? We did what we could with what we had. It just happened that the team that we were preparing in advance for was not quite the team we were dealing with. So, guess there's nothing we could do about that. Looking at the MVP, it's pretty obvious that the MVP is going to be Truffles. After all, she was the only one that actually managed to do anything of note here, taking down Landorus, so with that being said, yeah, she kind of earned it. It's not necessarily a pity prize, but when you're the only one to actually achieve anything notable, it does feel a bit cheap, but oh well. Moving on, we're going into the next week. We are facing off against the Pagoda West Sceptiles, and they are definitely looking at hoping for a win to get them into 2-2 and get them neutral, while we're going to hope to try to go back into the winner's circle and get 3-1. So we'll see what happens there, but with that being said, guys, we'll catch you guys next week. Have a great night.